Welcome to Hot Topics in International Trade, brought to you by Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting Group.
Hi, this is Bob Brewer with Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting Group. Welcome to the podcast. With me once again, Adrienne Braumiller, Managing Partner, Braumiller Law Group and Braumiller Consulting.
Yes.
How about that? What are we going to talk about today, Adrienne?
Oh, Lord. More tariffs.
More tariffs? Well,
yeah, more tariffs.
Rumor had it you wanted to chat a little bit about Section 301 investigations.
I do.
Obviously, kids, this is a replacement for the IEPA.
That's exactly right.
So here we go. I mean, it wasn't just Section 122, which goes away, I think, in July.
July 24th.
July 24th. So here we are. We're going to find some things wrong with other economies of the world.
Oh, a lot of them.
Or a lot of them, so we can plug in some more.
Tariffs. Yeah.
All right, give us the lay of the land.
I did want to say one thing about 122.
Okay.
Is that there were 24 states that filed a lawsuit. There's other lawsuits besides that, but the big one is 24 states.
24 states.
Are challenging Section 122, which is the 10% tariff on all economies with the exception of certain countries such as USMCA countries where the goods qualify, or textile and apparel from DR CAFTA. So because there are exemptions, that really justifies the lawsuit because it's supposed to be, 122 is supposed to be non-discriminatory. So I just wanted to mention that really fast before I go to 301.
That's fine.
Now 301 is an investigation, so these are not present tariffs, but what the USTR is doing is they are accelerating two different investigations that are happening concurrently.
Okay.
So the first one started on March 11th, and that was structural excess capacity and production and manufacturing sector. So anytime there's overcapacity in a certain sector, it can cause harm to our economy. I mean, that's the theory anyway. Because they're bringing in goods at a lower value kind of thing. And so that one's on 16 countries. It includes the European Union, and then 15 individual countries: China, Singapore, Switzerland, Norway, Indonesia, Malaysia, Cambodia, Thailand, South Korea, Vietnam, Taiwan, Bangladesh, Mexico.
I know.
I saw
that.
Japan, and India.
Yep.
So we've got free trade partners here that we're going to slam with other tariffs once again. Japan, Mexico, South Korea. Well,
it'll be interesting to see what they find, what the reasoning will be.
Well, again, it's going to be like if a country in certain sectors, and I think the sectors are like steel and metals, machinery, electronics, textiles and apparel, chemicals, and automotive. So there's the key ones. So if there is overproduction in a certain sector that is greater than the demand, then I think, and I think that relates to a trade deficit too.
Of course.
Right. So I think that's going to be a problem, but like all Section 301s, the first thing the USTR has to do is issue notice, which is what happened on March 11th with this one. Same, and then the forced labor is on March 12th, but we'll get back to that. But
was there a comment period in there?
Yes, so I was starting to say that you have to have a notice period, a comment period, a hearing period, and then a final determination. So all of those things are required. I looked, and there's nothing in the law that prevents the USTR from accelerating the hearing and notice period. Like he can accelerate it as long as he follows all of those requirements. Then technically he can do this. I still think there will be a lot of legal challenges by sheer virtue of how fast this is happening, and like the possibility that the USTR isn't really considering, like they say that they got the comments and they considered them, but will they have time?
Yeah.
Because that was the whole problem with Section 301 on China, List 3 and 4A. Okay? So
China's always been the biggest culprit of this. I mean, the reason behind.
Yeah, the overproduction and overcapacity. Yeah. So then the other one, the other investigation, so looking at this as two-pronged investigations, right? Or two investigations. That one was announced on March 12th, and so this is basically, it's very weird to me, but whether major trading partners have forced labor in their supply chain, and it's very interesting to me because I know so many other countries have laws against forced labor.
Right.
And I think the EU is pretty strict on it.
They are.
Are they in here? I think they are, aren't they? Let's see. Wait. We know they are in overcapacity. I just wanted to make sure. Oh, maybe not. Yes, they are. They are part of the forced labor, which I find very strange. So it's 60 countries,
Right.
60 economies, 16 for manufacturing,
Right.
60
64.
for forced labor. And so they're saying, hey, that undercuts compliant producers, it threatens U.S. workers
Right.
and U.S. supply chains. And so,
Well, this one.
interesting. Why are you letting goods in with forced labor? You're not supposed to put tariffs on them. You're supposed to prevent them from entry. Right. That's our law. So this one doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, no, I mean, the reason that
None.
it's in there in my mind is because this is a hard one to unstick once it's stuck to you.
Yeah.
I mean, think about it. I mean,
It
the
is.
supplier of the supplier of the supplier in your supply chain,
Right.
trying to identify exactly what they're saying, where it originates from.
Well, so, yeah, that would come later, that tracing, because that was for, yes, in general, that comes with any forced labor, I guess, assertion or presumption, depending on if you're under the UFLPA or just any other forced labor concern. So it's layering. Some of the same countries that are in the structural excess capacity are in the forced labor. So they're layering two tariffs on the same countries like EU and
Yeah.
China.
Yeah.
So again, this is really nothing more than the administration's desire to replace IEPA.
That is correct.
Even though they know that those were illegal, they're like, we're going to do whatever we can to.
Well, they look at
prop
probably
this up.
how long Section 301's been around now.
Yes, and it has
You know.
done well.
Yeah, and they're saying, well,
Yeah.
let's use that one.
Right.
What else in our toolbox can we that we know? And that, it's like I said, this Section 301 with forced labor is going to be a tough one.
Yeah,
It's
and
gonna be tough.
I think just so people recall, with Section 301 on China, there were 4 separate lists made up of specific tariff categories. So we think there will be by country large product lists, and multi-sector coverage of areas that we're concerned of, and potentially high tariff rates from 10 to 60%.
Yep.
So on the forced labor, I have no idea how much more will that add to it. But I think some of the high-risk sectors there are textiles, agriculture, and electronics.
Oh, yeah.
Those are the big ones, right?
It's a lot of the same.
Yeah, a lot of the same stuff.
What they're very familiar with that's been successful.
Right. So I think, the news is not good.
No,
But I think the key is people need to comment. People need to stay on top of which countries impact their supply chain, and I think the comment period
It ends
due April 15th.
Yeah, April 15th.
So it starts it's due April 15th, and the hearings begin May 5th.
Right.
And they'll hold them through May 8th.
Right.
So April 15th is really not very far away.
No, it's coming.
God.
If you haven't, submitted your comments yet.
I think I would definitely think about the 2 lists, and I would consider, putting in comments for your specific industry, your types of products, and explaining why there's no forced labor in the supply chain and no excess capacity from a manufacturing standpoint. If there's a way to justify that,
Right.
I would try to do that.
Right.
Because otherwise, there's not going to be.
I mean, how do we
carve outs?
Right. We sit
Yeah.
and talk. Now we're talking mitigation. On
Well,
this as well. I mean,
I think the problem is under China Section 301, we had an ability to file an exclusion request, but I doubt very seriously that there will be any.
with commerce. Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any exclusion process
No?
for these two.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know, but just the way things are going, why would they provide an exclusion process when their goal is to place tariffs on all these countries?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
So
I mean, they're
maybe-
looking at missing out on $166 billion in revenue
Well, I
with
think
the IEPA refunds. So,
Yeah, and I think the big, a big thought here, or consideration is, I've just forgot my train of thought.
that's okay.
I just
'Cause,
forgot my
you
train
know,
of thought.
I know enough to be more than dangerous on this. And
I know.
what we don't know right now scares us.
Yeah.
That's what what we don't know scares us.
Yeah.
But we're going to look at this thing in about another, 2 weeks and see just what they've defined, as far as we...
3
if
weeks,
we,
I think. 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so, and I don't know, hopefully people are taking the comment period seriously or asking for, be able to present testimony.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? So,
Absolutely.
Anyway, but yeah, so I think then by the end of May anyway, or even mid-May, we may know something.
Right. Right. Just sit tight. It's just like IEPA.
Yeah.
I mean, where are we on that? And I'm going to be discussing a little bit of that with Brandon French.
Yeah.
We'll cover IEPA in another podcast here.
Yep.
But in the meantime, is there anything else that you've got going on? We're heading to London in about another, day? Tomorrow. We're heading to London tomorrow for about 8 days, and
Yeah.
I'm slapping that Canadian luggage tag on my
Yeah,
suitcase.
if you see us there, pretend we're Canadian.
We're Canadians.
Okay.
We're from Toronto.
You're funny.
So nobody beats
Anyway.
us up.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay.
You think we'll be okay?
I think we'll be okay.
Where are we staying again? Chelsea or
I'm
Westminster?
never telling anybody.
I know.
Anywhere. Stop it.
So anyhow, it's supposed to be sort of a vacation in a way, but it's not going to be. We're going to end up working a little
No,
bit.
we're not.
I'm going to end up working.
I'm not.
A little bit. All right, you're not.
You have fun.
All right, she's out.
I'm
She's out for the
I'm done.
next 8 days, and I'm semi-out. But just know this: if you're pinging me, there's a time difference if you're doing it from the U.S. That's all I would state at this point.
Okay, all right.
Just give me the time. Give me some time to sleep.
Never.
I know I'm losing a lot of sleep lately. We are busy.
I know.
You know,
Yes.
and it's not just.
That's why I need a break.
I know, but it's not just IEPA. It's
All of this.
Yeah, all this and so many things going on in
Right.
the world of trade chaos.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, well, no, this is good to know though that this is out there. You've got to participate.
Yeah.
You should make a comment.
Right.
We're on top of it.
Yeah.
You know, you'll know when we know because we send out the trade alerts and try to keep
Yeah.
everybody abreast of that.
Yes.
You know, but I appreciate you stopping by at least,
Okay,
giving
well,
us
thank you.
what you do have at this point.
Yes.
You know, because it's kind of a need to know as we go.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of other things.
Yay.
All right, so Adrienne Braumiller,
Thank you.
managing partner, Braumiller Law Group.
Thank you.
Well, some people just met you for the first time.
Well, okay then.
There you go.
Hi.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks.